the Cape Muslims were able to travel out of South Africa, and it is reported that from way back in the 18th century, some of them managed to actually reach Arabia, and they made pilgrimage to Arabia. So from the 18th century into the 19th century, they had a term they called the Muslims of the Cape Ahlul Kahf, which we would know as the people of the cave. And there's a chapter called Surat al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave in the Quran. Maybe the Meccans considered the Cape Muslims to be so far away, to be like in a cave or to be in a distant place, and they called them Ahlul Kahf. And they came into Mecca, and they made the pilgrimage and settled down in Arabia. Later on, during the colonial period, where Muslims were involved in semi-skilled labor, they became excellent tailors. So they made excellent suits and excellent clothing, to the point where the ones who were able to go to the pilgrimage to Mecca and they started to sew clothing for the people of Mecca, they became the tailors of the Ashraf, the tailors of the sultans, and they lived in Mecca, and they intermarried with the people in that region. And what develops from the apartheid is a negative and a positive. The negative is that Muslims are separated from other people, and they are oppressed by a strong racial regime. But the positive is that Muslims are forced to come together to live in collectives. So within the regions, especially in Cape Town, where you come into the Muslim sections, you find the adhan being called openly. All of the shops are selling halal food. The women are dressing according to Islam. Children are playing around, and they're mostly Muslims. And so it is a strange phenomena that happens. Muslims are forced together, but through coming together in a state of Islam, they are able to actually preserve their faith and to raise themselves to a higher level.